Alright guys, Kazoo71 here on Scorched Earth. What I'm doing is, as you guys saw last video, I tamed that Morellatops. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm collecting sand, and I'm going to collect some Cactus Sap, because I have to make a bunch of Adobe. So I got to make the clay first and then the Adobe. Now I took a Dewdrop here, my Doedicurus, out of the terminal, and I also took one of my Megatheriums out from the island. As you guys, if you watch my island playthrough, you saw me tame these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the Megatherium to collect chitin and collect a little thatch and stuff, and then I'm using a Doedicurus. I'm carried by my RG to collect the sand and stone. I don't need a lot of stone right now. What I really need is the sand. So what first thing I'm doing here is I'm gonna put up some spikes. I have some wooden spike walls. So what I want to do is I got to go collect cactus sap, as I said. So I got to go away from here. There's really no cactus sap right here. Maybe a little bit here and there, but the big majority, you got to find the cactus trees and the cactus everywhere else. And I got to go somewhere else to get those. So my partner playing with me, she went around looking for the cactus trees and the cactus, and she told me she found some. So I got to get these spike walls set up so I can go meet her where she's at and collect the cactus with the Morellatops. So like I said, first I got to do is section it off, and that's what I'm doing. I am making some spike walls, and then we will get moving. Let's see if I got any in here. I have a Dino Gateway. We can use that. So this is a what I did was when I transfer stuff into the obelisk, as you guys know, I'm using Superstructures on here, and I'm also using, this is a mod, I'm on PC, Superstructures, and I'm also using Dino Storage 2 mod. Those are the only two mods I'm using. Everything else is just straight vanilla. But what I do is when I transfer stuff into the obelisk, I won't transfer Superstructure items, because if you take too long to pull them out, sometimes they'll despawn in the obelisk, and you need to use regular items. So if you use regular items and you're on a normal server or single player, they will stay in that obelisk indefinitely. But if you're on a cluster, you have like 24 hours, and if you're on official, you have like 24 hours. But like I said, on a server or on single player, indefinitely, you have lots and lots of time. So like I said, I'm just setting up these spike walls. As you guys can see what I'm doing here. And then what I'm going to do is in a bit here, I'm going to show you guys me collecting the sap. I'm going to show you guys me collecting the sand, as you saw me carrying Dewdrop there collecting sand. But I'm not going to show you guys everything. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to kind of get to the part when I'm building the Adobe Structures. And then I'll show you guys me building. I'll kind of probably just run it with some music in the background and just let you guys see what I'm doing. Instead of me talking the whole way through, you can just see it. And I'm going to snap the videos together so you guys can see them. Each time I go craft, I'll run out of stuff. I grab the Doedicurus, go get some more. I go collect some more cactus a couple of times. I just collect a ton of stuff. This video took me almost 2 hours to record what I'm going to show you guys in 28 minutes. So this is as short as I could edit it down with actually showing you the main gist of what I'm doing. I could have made it really short, and I would have been like, oh, here you go, here's 2 minutes of video. But you know, you guys, if you're watching these, you want to see how I'm doing stuff, and that's why I'm doing it. So this is a playthrough for beginners, like I said, and that's why I do it the way I do it. I'm not going to show you guys a bunch of cheats, and here we go real fast. Now I just picked up the Morellatops with my soul gun. That's from the Dino Storage 2 mod. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the berries and throw them in the Megatherium. I don't want to waste those because I want the narco berries, which I'll get tons more later, but and keep me one stack. I really didn't need to keep a stack. He's going to collect a bunch. So fast forward here, I went looking to where she was at so I could find the cactus, and there's some cactus in front of me right there. I flew around a little bit to make sure there was nothing on the ground as far as raptors, terror birds, rexes, anything like that, carnos. I just want to make sure I was clear. So now I'm throwing the Morellatops out, and we're going to start collecting some cactus. And you can see on the left how much cactus sap I'm picking up. And once again, I won't show this whole thing. I'm just showing you guys the gist of it, what it takes. And so what I'm doing is collecting with the Morellatops, clearing its inventory out, dumping the cactus sap into the RG, and then I do it again. And then I keep doing that till my RG's almost maxed out on weight. And then what I'll do is I'll pick up I saw a raptor real quick. Hang on a second. So let me get this raptor. He's too close to me. So I'll fast forward this. I don't want to show you guys the whole thing, but I'm just giving you the gist of how it works. So you collect a little, dump in the RG, collect more, dump in the RG. It takes a long time. A lot of people call it grinding, and you guys have heard that before many times. And It just takes forever because then you got to go back to the base. And what I did was I made I start off with 2 mortar and pestles, and then eventually I made 2 more, so I'm using 4, and all I'm doing is making a bunch of clay over and over again, and that clay is made from cactus sap and from sand. So you need a bunch of stuff to make a bunch and make the Adobe Structures, and that's the safest thing on the map here, Adobe Structures. You could make, like I said in the previous episode, you can make stuff out of metal or make stuff out of stone, but you need to have a bunch of air conditioners in there because them things get really hot. I just prefer to build it out of Adobe since that's the map we're on. We're on Scorched Earth. We're building out of Adobe. Deal with it. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just joking. But anyhow, so let's get this stuff going. As you can see what I'm collecting. And then he collects quite a bit. The Morellatops is the best one to collect the cactus sap on this map. Later on in one of my later episodes, I'm going to discover that the rock elemental is really good at this stuff too, but I don't know about the cactus sap. I haven't tried that yet. I need to actually try that. I know it collects wood pretty good, but so what I'm doing is just sorting by the cactus, dumping all that stuff into my RG, and then I'm going to get on the RG real quick, see what kind of weight it has. I can get more, so then I collect more. But we're just going to jump forward a little bit more, show you guys another spot. Pretty close to where I was. There was a lot more cactus over here. There's the coordinates if you want to zoom in and see them. And I'm just telling my partner where I'm at so she can fly over here and protect me while I'm collecting. Because she was AFK for a little bit, but then she came back. So throw my Morellatops out there. Get away from me, kangaroo. Kangaroos are crazy jumpers. And maybe I'll tame a couple of those later on too. But I'll try to tame everything on this map. So here, flash forward here, I'm back to where I'm building a base. And as you can see, I have 2 stone foundations down and a little stone building I made to put the beds in just for now. Because it takes a while to make the Adobe. So now I'm going to throw my soul terminal back down. And this acts as an obelisk. But as you guys can see, I'm right by the red obelisk. So I could just go there and get stuff if I needed to. I'm just seeing how many of these mortar and pestles I have. I'm going to throw them things down. And we're going to start crafting. And we are going to start working on, I need clay. I need a lot of clay, so I need my sand. So I'm going to pull some sand out here and dump that in there. Start working on those guys. Easier way to do it, I'm using superstructures. I could just pull the items, but I wanted to show you guys transferring first, and then that's how I do this. And then later I'll just start pulling stuff, and you guys will see. But first, initially, I'm going to show you guys grabbing them, moving it, and all that kind of stuff the hard way. Because if you're just playing normal on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or if you're playing on PC straight vanilla with no mods, that's the way you got to do it. Let's get some more sand out of here. Throw that in the other mortar and pestle. And like I said, I'm starting with 2, but eventually I'll go up to 4. And then later on, I'm going to get my chemistry bench set up, and we're going to start using that thing because that's way quicker. So once I get the generator set up and some gas in it and stuff. So just going forward a little bit here. My partner, she found a tech raptor that she really wanted, so she asked me to trank it. So she's flying in with it. And I'm going to try to shoot it while she's hovering. But the problem with the raptor is the raptor keeps hitting the RG and moving the RG forward. So it don't really work that well. And I think I might have hit her. Yep, I hit her bird. Whoops. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I don't want to put our RG to sleep. So we're just going to grab the harpoon launcher with the net gun and the net, and I'm going to tell her to drop it, and we'll use a net projectile. That's what she asked me to do at first, but I'm like, let me try the trank gun first. And it didn't work. So now we're just going to catch it. There we go. She drops it, net it, and then we're just going to trank it, and that's pretty easy. So I just wanted to put that in there so you guys would see. Because later on, you'll see a raptor sitting here, and I don't want to just say, how'd that raptor get there? We tamed it. Just because. And again, I have leftover shock and tranquilizer darts. So now we're going to flash forward here, and I'm going to start building. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this build, and when I get to a certain point, I'll just put the music on and play some music in the background. But I'm trying to figure out how to line this up, because what I want to do is I want to do a circle building like I've done in many of my episodes before. I just like the design. So as you can see, I keep flashing forward, and eventually I'll just stop doing the page turn thing and just show you guys kind of connected pieces. But just want to show you what I'm doing. So I crafted all this stuff. I didn't cheat any of it in. I don't do that. Like I said, there's other YouTubers that just cheat everything in and say, let's just build, and they show you a building. It's not legit. I'd rather build it. So I'm trying to figure out how it is. You can see there's two ledges here, so I want to build it on the top ledge. So I'm just seeing if I set it like that and stack them. Superstructures will stack like that, but I don't really like that, so I want it a little lower. I mean, I could do that, but I think it would look weird. So I'm going to pull out the, this is from Superstructures. This is the demo gun. I'm going to pull out the demo gun, and I'm going to pick this stuff up. And we're just going to move it again. Just a quick way to pick it up. And we're going to try this again. I'm going to set it up a little higher. So and let me figure it out. Yeah, I'm looking around. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do it. So let's try this again. Nope, not the triangles. I want the squares. There we go, square. So what I'm going to do is set it up on the level above, as low as I can possibly get it. And that looks like about it. It's a little lower than it was when I stacked it. So we'll just start up here, and then we're going to stack down. As you can see, you can go down and stack, and then that's lower than it was. So that works better. So that's where we're going to do it, guys. We're going to build it from here. Let me get a couple of things down. And then, oh, here comes a storm. My jerboa is going crazy. So in the middle here, you're going to put 6 of these triangle ones. So I'm going forward a little bit, like I said, and just grabbing more pieces. And then out, you do the square ones out, the normal foundations, just like that. And then on the between them is where the triangle ones go. So that's how you do this kind of circle thing I'm doing. And I'll show you as I go along. You'll see what I'm doing. Just flash forward a little bit more. As you can see, that it's getting hotter here. And before I put the music on, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing here, because the tent that she got off the game here to take a little break for a little while, and the tent that she is in my way. So I'm going to have to move it. So to show you guys what I'm doing here. I need to make another tent. So let's make another one. So now I'm going to pull the data. That's what I did. I just hit the pull button. And then so I'm going to get the second tent made. I'm going to grab this thing. It's a heat wave, so I don't want to do it while I want to make sure I get it set up. So before I try to move her. So we'll just set it right there. That'll work. Let's open it up. Let me get over here and open this one, and then I'm going to grab her and drag her over to the other one. And I'm trying to drag her, trying to figure out why I can't drag her. It's not working. And I think it has something to do with the tent. At first I thought maybe I had to do it with me carrying a jerboa. But as you can see, I can't pick her up. So let me try to throw the jerboa down. And let's see if I can get her now. Still won't let me drag her. So we're just going to grab the tent, pick up the tent. And now I'm going to drag her. And now it lets me drag her. So there we go. So I'm going to drag her and put her in this other tent, so she's safe from the heat. And grab her jerboa, throw her jerboa in there. Alright, throw that sucker right there. I'm going to close that tent and leave her in there. And I'm going to grab this. And then we are going to continue forward building, guys. And like I said, I'll play a little bit of music here as we go along, but you guys can just watch it. I'm not going to speed it up a little like I normally do. I'm just going to let it run normal so you guys can see how it's going and what I'm doing. But you'll get an idea how this works. If you've never built a circle before, just watch this and you'll see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to keep flashing forward and grabbing pieces. All right, guys, let's go ahead and finish snapping these last couple of pieces in. And just a couple more to go. And 3 more. 1, 2, 3, we're done. So now I have a 2-high building. That's a circle. And as you guys, if you've watched me, you know I get a little crazy building. So we're going to do a lot more than just 2 high. But this is just the start, so we got a safe building. And I'm going to go ahead and drag my partner here. I'm going to grab her and drag her into the building so I can get rid of this tent. And she'll be safe in here. The building's a lot safer than a tent. I'm just going to drop her off right there in the middle somewhere. That's good enough. Let me throw my Jerboa down. Let me go grab her Jerboa and get that Jerboa in here. And then we're going to set up the inside of this place because I want to get all my gear in here and everything that needs to be in here. Done. Oops. Let's pick up that tent. I accidentally closed the door instead of picking up the Jerboa. Let's go ahead and throw that Jerboa down. And we should be good. I'm trying to get it to follow me so I can put it right by her so she knows where it's at when she gets on, but it ain't listening. Come on. Come on, little Jerboa. I'm going to put that tent in her inventory so she's got it for later if she needs it. There he goes. Cool. All right, stop following. Stay right there. Let me grab mine back. Let's get back to work. So now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to grab my pieces. I'm going to go to my soul terminal out here. I'm going to grab a crafting station that I already have, and this is a superstructures piece that I made that was in there. So as I told you guys, it's not good to leave them in there long, but I do put some of them in there. And we'll pick up the soul terminal, pick up the mutton that she dumped in there, and we're going to dump that in my RG. All right, let's get inside here and get to work. We got to set everything up real quick. You see me flashing forward sometimes, it's because I put the piece down and it didn't go in the right spot or something like that. And I'll get it set. I'll get it right. So I'm just going to grab a couple more things out of here. Not a tech generator, generator and some gas. And we're going to grab a fabricator if I can find it. Where is it at? Okay, there's a fabricator. There's a smithy. Forge and a cooking pot and a grill, a couple of air conditioners. We should be good. Let's get all this stuff down. So now I made me a converter. So this is a superstructures piece, guys, and what it does is it turns these regular pieces into superstructure pieces, or it can turn superstructure pieces into regular ones. And that's what I'm doing, is just converting everything real quick. You have to know the engrams to do this, so this isn't cheating. This is just, you know, I'm turning one thing into another. I've already made them. All right. So once I get all that done, then we're going to grab the fabricator and we're going to set this fabricator up. And I had to put this down a couple of times because I like it straight and I like it close to the wall and all this kind of stuff, and I kept messing it up, but that's pretty good right there. So we're going to go ahead and grab the forges I made. I made 2 forges here, just regular ones. I'll put the industrial forge down later. And I'll put these on the roof. I was going to put them in the building, but when you turn them on, they get really hot. So I figured let's just throw them on the roof for now. And then when I get some more air conditioners set up and everything later, we'll put some inside. So, or I'll make them inside the top. So let's get back in here. And now that we have those up top, we can grab some metal and start cooking metal up top. Let's get this. Hang on a second. Let's put the smithy down first. I still use a smithy even though I have a crafting station. It's just my preference. You don't need them. You could use but actually you do need them because there's some things you cannot make inside that crafting station. You got to make them in a smithy. So this is an SS smithy. It works just the same as a smithy, but you got to have a smithy, otherwise you can't make like some of this armor and some things. So we're just gonna put it straight. I was gonna put it at that longwise, but I think it'll look better like this. So next to that, we're gonna slap that crafting station down. This is from Superstructures. All right, and now let's get the generator going. Move this generator. And this is a superstructure generator. That's why it's snapping all weird. You got to turn a certain way. It used to be able to turn them, but now I don't know what he did to them, but he's got them so you can't just turn them now. And then I had to convert my cross electrical wire there. Make sure the superstructures. Let's put some gas in this bad boy. I'm going to hide the wires. As you can see, that's what I just did. And we're going to slap some gas in it and turn this bad boy on. Now, as long as it's indoors, Now, as long as the generator is covered, it will not go off in an electrical storm. So you don't have to worry about the electrical storms on the map putting them out. So that's one of the 3 storms on Scorched Earth. There's the heat wave, the sandstorm, and the electrical storm. The electrical storm will shut off your windmills. It'll shut off your generators and everything. So I just put an air conditioner down, and now you can see I'm setting a refrigerator up for now. I'm going to move this in a bit. I don't like it here, but right now that's where I put it. And let's get the rest of it down. Next thing I want to do is get this other air conditioner in here. Kind of spread them out around the building so the whole inside stays pretty cool. The Adobe already helps out a lot, but air conditioner is even better. And now what I did was I made 2 more foundations, and here's why. Because I'm going to go outside and I'm going to snap a water pipe down because I want to put my cooking pipe down on my cooking pot. So I'm going to take this floor out here because it's easier for me to see with that floor piece missing. And then we're going to snap this cross section in here. It's going to kind of line it up a little bit so I can get the cooking pot where I want it. I'm just trying to get it straight. That looks pretty straight. Yeah, there you go. That's even straighter. All right, go snap that sucker back in there. Let's put a straight pipe in. All right, now we're going to put the floor back. Good to go. Now let's get a vertical pipe. And we're just going to put it right there. We'll get it close to the wall. This one might stick through the wall a little bit, but I really don't care. It's not going to be too bad. Let's grab that cooking pot. Now, once again, it used to be able to be turned, but I don't know. The creator of the mod, I don't know what he did, but you can't turn them anymore. So you have to kind of go behind it and snap it like this. And now it's in the right spot. So there we go. And then I'm going to come out here. I'm going to grab a couple more pipes, and we're going to run these pipes down into the water. Now, as you know, I can't reach them from here, so I'm going to have to get on my RG and go down there and fix it. But I'll show you guys me starting that, but I'm not going to show the whole thing. That's boring. So let me grab my RG here, get over there and fix the pipes. Let me get them ready. Off we go. And we're going to snap a couple of these down there, then we'll get the intake, and we'll put the intake in, and we'll have water. All right, so I'm just going forward here. I got the water hooked up, and there we go. Now we have a tap in. And my Jabot is going crazy again. There's another storm coming. So as you can see, I have water. I can drink water now. I'm going to put a second tap in just because I like to have one outside of the cooking pot. I don't want to get all stuck in the pot trying to get water, or accidentally turn the pot on every time I try to get water. And there we go. Now we got 2. Looks a little wonky, but it works for me. All right, so just going forward a little bit, guys. Move some stuff around. I put a regular cooking pot in there. I put another refrigerator in there, as you saw me just snap it in. And we are moving right along. Let me find the chemistry bench because I want to throw that down. Because like I said, that's what we're going to use to make a lot of Adobe, a lot of clay so I can make Adobe. And we're going to get that sucker down. Let me convert it. There we go. Now a superstructures piece. And I'm going to put that right by the door so it's close for us so we can just transfer right into it from outside. We're good to go. All right, so last piece I'm going to throw down here right now is a grill so we can cook some meat easily instead of using a campfire. And all these pieces I made on the island. And that's what the maps are made for. You know, you work on one, like I was saying, you finish the island, and you move into the next one, take pieces with you, man. You made them. Might as well use them. So instead of starting all over again. All right, guys, but that's this episode. I just want to show you guys me making the building. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave them. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time. A couple of pictures there. All right, see you later, guys.